Hey everyone, it's SeaMystic back here with another pick a card. So today's pick a card is going to be what major shifts or changes are coming towards you. If you're watching it at the time I posted, we just had a solar eclipse and new moon in Sagittarius. A lot of shifts have been happening lately, but it's still a timeless reading. So if you come across this, let's say a year from now, it's still going to apply to you. Okay, so I've noticed some collective patterns going on. And if you want to know more about that, I'm going to share that here with you. So collectively, the main pattern I see coming up is trust. And that actually came up in the channeled for each pile. That's why I have it here. Feast did also. So if you've been, say, in a state of metaphorical famine, your feast is about to come in. A lot of people have been working on their root chakras, so that's going to be your security, your foundations, groundedness, just feeling secure in the world. There's also a lot coming up about career and a lot of emphasis on heart-related things, following your heart more. Oh, also I left this one out, so I wrote it here. There's been a lot coming out about animals, so that could be stuff with your pets, getting a new pet or a new spirit animal. And there's been a lot of perspective shifts as well. Some planetary themes that seem to be coming through a lot lately. Venus, Leo or the sun energy, and Mercury. As far as cards go, some themes I keep seeing. Of course, everybody's getting the Tower because of all the shifts going on. I see the King and Queen of Swords a lot lately, if you happen to notice that. So people are starting to step more into their power and detach from the things that don't serve them, speak their truth perhaps. Okay, so the Five of Wands, that's been a theme. These have been a theme, but we'll see today if this starts to shift. But the Five of Wands has been a recurring theme. So that's about conflicts. That could be mental conflicts as well. The Ace of Cups has been coming up quite a bit. Let's see. But again, the eclipse was last night, so I'm interested to see, since that creates a major shift, if this energy is going to shift at all. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of the 3 and 7 of Pentacles, a lot of the pages of Swords, Wands, and Pentacles. Not so much Cups, but hopefully, maybe that's what's changing. And then a lot of the 2 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. Sure. So I underlined certain ones. I think we're going to continue to see the theme of 3 of Pentacles. These could continue, like I said, but at least I think the 3 of Pentacles will. I think the Page of Wands will, and I think the Page of Pentacles will. And then, of course, the 2 of Swords, Pentacles. And I do think we're going to be seeing more Jupiter energy in Sagittarius season. So some other ones I'm predicting to show up more. 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, the Strength card, 3 of Cups. So 3 of Cups, 3 of Pence, Hierophant, Strength, 7 of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Pence. And we'll see if any of these are still here. So that's what I'm getting collectively. I noticed these patterns and I thought I might as well at least start to share them on one video, see how it goes. But I do think it's interesting, and I wish people see things how I see them, how I see the patterns. So I thought this might help people do that. I don't know. And you can always skip it if you don't want to watch it. So that's the collective. As you can see, we have 4 groups to choose from. I'm going to be doing freestyle this time. I thought if I did it the other way, I would probably overthink it and take forever on it and drain myself. I just felt led to just do it freestyle this time. So there's no cards here, but we still have your channeled. So this is going to be group 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you need a moment to pause to meditate on which pile you want, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, the timestamps will be in the description box below as always. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 1, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. I chose the aqua color for you because I think that you're working on your heart and throat chakras somewhere in the middle there. They call that the higher heart, and that's where you can actually channel messages from the divine if you believe in that, basically speaking through your heart. So what we have for you, I have, of course, the collective I talked about earlier in the collective message, if you didn't see that. Okay, and then truth, ready. So perhaps you're ready to speak the truth or to hear the truth. Also, if you skipped that part, they're calling for you to have trust. And if you've been in any sort of famine, metaphorically, you're about to have your feast. So I saw Jack Frost, and I looked up a little bit on that. It's actually, the origins are either Scandinavian or Anglo-Saxon. And he brings winter. And then page, of course, means messenger, or it could be talking about turning the page. So if these have personal meaning to you, of course, go with that. I just offer up my own meanings. If you want to take a screenshot, go ahead and do that. Okay, and then faced. I don't know if you recently had to face something or if you're dealing with someone who's two-faced. Peace, so you are coming into a place of peace. I saw the symbol for the sun. I saw another vision. It was unique and hard to explain. It was a tribal member, a male. His head was shaved. He had on body paint, like necklaces and jewelry and stuff. Not wearing very much, basically covering, like a loincloth sort of situation. He was dark, but he wasn't as you would see in Africa, for example. It was more so, I would say, Islander, Native American, olive skin, basically. Okay. Oh, and I got the feeling that it was an ancestral message. Their bodies were being thrown off of a boat, basically being discarded, and they didn't have a proper burial. I thought that was very interesting. I've never gotten anything like that before. Also, I think that numbers and music play a significant role as far as how God or your angels or your spirit guides or ancestors, whatever your beliefs are, I think that's how you get a lot of communication, is through a connection with music and numbers. I got that for another pile as well. And so the song I heard was I Believe, and I think it's like from the 90s. So I needed to do some research on that to figure out what the lyrics were. And the lyrics didn't actually, they weren't what I thought they were. Let's just say that. It actually brought me to tears, which is not uncommon with music for me. But the song wasn't how I remembered it because I was, really little. I'm going to read those to you. But first, and I think they could hold a message. But first we'll move on to the energy scans. So collectively I talked about the root chakra, so that's your security in the world, basically. And like I said, with the aqua color here, your throat and heart, your higher heart. On the picture that goes along with this, the thumbnail that goes along with the video, I actually created that thumbnail several days ago. I like to do certain things in phases because I don't want to do it all in one day and really get drained. So I actually created that several days ago, and the card that came up for group 1 was the Justice card. So if you look at the picture, you'll notice that. And that's going to reference Libra and Venus. It talks about, of course, balancing the scales, truth, and law, things like that. And we did get truth here. Shoo. let me read you those lyrics really quick. You can fast forward if you don't want to hear the lyrics, and I'm not going to sing it because you don't want that. Okay. I believe, and it is by Blessed Union of Souls. The lyrics go, walk blindly to the light and reach out for his hand. Don't ask any questions and don't try to understand. Open up your mind and then open up your heart, and you will see that you and me aren't very far apart. In the chorus, because I believe that love is the answer. I believe that love will find its way, or love will find a way. Second verse is, violence is spread worldwide, and there's families on the street. We sell drugs to children now. Oh, why can't we just see that all we do is eliminate our future with the things we do today? Money is our incentive now, so that makes it okay. And in the chorus again, but I believe that love is the answer. I believe that love will find a way. I've been seeing Lisa now for a little over a year. She said she's never been so happy, but Lisa lives in fear that one day Daddy's going to find out that she's in love with an N-word from the streets. Oh, how he would lose it then. But she's still here with me because she believes that love will see it through. One day he'll understand. He'll see me as a person, not just a black man. In the chorus, because I believe that love is the answer. I believe that love will find a way. So I got emotional just reading that. Just imagine how I was singing, or not singing, listening to the video. So you could be, that could be pertinent to you right now. You could be looking a lot about how the world works, the future of the, children in the world, just how it's going to shit, basically. Or you could be having trouble as far as loving somebody and worrying about stigmas, whether that be race, social status, sexual orientation, something along those lines. So let's go ahead and move to the cards. I'm an empath, okay? I can't. And music is one way I connect, so your girl's gonna get emotional if she doesn't be careful to what she listens to. So I'll go with these cards. Okay. For group 1, what area of life will be changing or having a major shift for them? Okay. The 11th house. So, where the cosmos grants wishes, friends, and social occasions. I wonder if the 3 of Cups will come out for you. Or the Star card. So, this is, like I always say, she's wishing upon a star. This is Aquarius' natural house, but where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, social occasions. So 3 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Star card vibes here. Not that any of that's important, just in case that comes out. You heard it here first, folks. Okay, let me get a little more specifics. This is going to be circumstances. Circumstances changing for group 1. Exercise, physical activity, astrological influence, soul's journey. So we'll just... So I see you socializing more, of course, like it said here, but being just more active, maybe active in the community, active with friends, your soul family, sort of getting yourself out of the cave or a hermit mode maybe that you were in. Maybe you were under some sort of astrological influence that was putting you into some sort of divine time out. And now that the energies have shifted, you're able to get out and do these things more. Let's see. What about, give me a general, what's going on for them generally? Okay, Judgment, 6 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So the Judgment energy, you can look at that as, of course, it's going to mean judgment, but it can be like a divine intervention. Resurrection, things coming from the past. And I do think the past has some sort of influence here because we have the 6 of Cups, which can represent past memories. And the 4 of Cups in reverse. Maybe you're realizing what you've missed out on. Maybe you look at the past and think all of your memories back then, things like that you'll never have again. Very nostalgic, like the best years of your life are over, or you're missing people. And it could be based on something in childhood. You could be realizing how you've shut yourself off and are trying to come out of that. How it's made you isolate yourself and miss out on opportunities. It's a realization for you. I always say this is making a judgment call based on intellect and heart. So perhaps you've been too much in your intellect, and now this astrological shift is bringing more of the heart. Because we did have that your throat chakra and your heart chakra are what's currently being worked on. Some of you, this could be you're meeting your soul family. Some of you, this is going to be a soul mate. But it's no longer rejecting those sort of things. Taking the opportunities instead of being discontent. Like you see him here. So this is being content too. Doing what fulfills you, gives you peace and contentment. Yeah, maybe you were this Jack Frost character. Maybe you were cold. And you're starting to warm your heart. What are some oracle messages for you? Okay, Mouse. Sorry. You're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. What are you not seeing? What have you not been seeing? What opportunities have you been passing by here that involve emotion, love, spirituality, fulfillment, things of the heart? We have Rattlesnake. The experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. Wow, that's neat. So soul's journey. So whatever you're going through, it's opening your heart more because you're meant to be a healer. Okay? And of course, the snake represents a transformation. Okay, what about the 11th house, Aquarius? Could also reference, let's see. The Aquarius is very very out there. You could think of it as sort of like, being in the public eye, traveling, communications. I'm doing this with my hands. Since my brain went dead, I'll probably put some more information about Aquarius on the screen. So just pay attention to that, because I probably did that. Because that was a horrible job at explaining Aquarius. Okay. What other energies? For group 1. social. What did I just say? Communications. Getting out there. So social media. And socialness in general for you. Being more social. That card failed. It is Earth, practical nature. So with the root energy coming through here, we had exercise and physical activity. So perhaps getting into some routines, or maybe some physical exercise routines, like things like that. Looking at the practical details, but also nature, getting more in tune with nature. We had faux and religious. They were both in reverse. You could be coming out of sort of a religious, strict sort of view and more into the spiritual realm. Or could be dealing with somebody who isn't religious, or maybe your social media has something to do with religions or spirituality. And then faux, and that was in reverse. So maybe you're getting rid of someone who isn't really, who's a negative energy in your life. Or since it's in reverse, finding out, maybe judging someone too harshly. I think it's about getting rid of your negative mindsets and negative influences in people in your life. What about love? Love for group 1. So pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So what are you not paying attention to? It says pay attention. You're not paying attention to something. And you don't want that missed opportunity energy was here. Okay, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you a romance. On the bottom of the deck, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. This could be, okay. So give me more on this. Pay attention to the red flags. Which I think that was more so on this. You're starting to pay attention to the red flags. Okay. There's something you haven't been seeing. And you've been thinking negatively and pessimistic about it. Give me more on this faux energy. This is about creating infertility, and this is about new learning or new foundations, starting something new. So are you not supposed to start something new? Create a project? I mean, one more. The Emperor and... Oh... Clarify. Okay, you don't think you have what it takes to start something new. So you could be your own worst enemy. If not, you're dealing with somebody else who has made you feel this way. Some sort of authority figure. This could be even some sort of institution or tradition, i.e. belief system. And it's making you think that you are never going to be able to create something here. And then clarifying, we have the 8 of Swords in reverse. This is someone who traditionally here is trapped by fear, but it's in reverse. So again, confirming you've been your own worst enemy based on how your negative thoughts, how they've kept you trapped. But we're showing up here with strength here. This is belief, self-belief. This is inner strength. And then the Hermit. So this has been, you've been doing a lot of soul searching and trying to find the light, trying to go in, look at all the nitty-gritty details and figure out what to do. And like it was said, it was part of your soul's journey to do this. Whatever this situation was that made you doubt, you're coming out of that. So the foe in reverse, you're coming out of that negative energy. The foe could have been a belief system, like I said, an authority figure, some sort of masculine energy, and let's see, tradition, religion. But a lot of this could have been going on internally, like I said, because you could have had yourself trapped. But a lot of fear I get. Fear, not believing in yourself, not believing that positive things can happen. Fear of judgment. Fear of being who you are. Maybe you've had a lack or poverty mindset and you're trying to break away from traditional means of income. With the Emperor and Empress here, this could have something to do with divine feminine and divine masculine energies. That could be internal, that could be counterparts. So you could be dealing with a divine counterpart here. But there's something, some signs that are being sent to you that you're not looking at. This could be the one. Stay optimistic. Give me more on this. You could be afraid to start something if it is a counterpart situation. Let's see, we have full moon and Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Just want to note here, if you skip that part, I did say the page of, and I underline the P, I did say the Page of Pentacles I thought would be a future card, and I also said I thought that the Strength card would show up. And both of those did here, and we didn't pull that many cards. So, when their overall card being Justice, I'm getting a lot of unjust energy that has happened so frequently, maybe, that you don't see how the scales are ever, you don't have faith that the scales are ever going to be balanced, that you're ever going to be able to do this. What else? Fiery climax approaches. And then on the bottom of the deck, New moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. And we have the scales here. Okay. Oh, wait. You had the sun here. And I said that Leo and sun have been showing up. Which is this. I said Venus was showing up a lot. Mercury. I still get the feeling that there's something you're not saying. What was on the bottom of this? Okay, so the bottom of the animal one. Okay, your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. And so maybe that's why religion was in reverse. Foe was in reverse. And you're working on your heart and throat. You've been serving everyone else or some sort of belief system and not really speaking up for what you want or paying attention to what you want. This could have been childhood, rooted in childhood. Let's see. Now let's get, I don't want to overdo it. Let's get some of these. So let's just do that right here. Let me get some water. I don't want the ring to clang on there. Okay. What changes? True love wins. Hey, what? Okay. Spiritual path, okay. Spiritual journey, spiritual path. So confirmations here. Let's see. Routine and practical steps. And we had earth right here where I said the practical. And we had exercise. Where's the earth? So, practical. Also, travel. I said that would be a theme. Or, that has been a theme for a lot of people. See, external union. So the reason I wrote external is because, my dudes, I believe that we have to have union within ourselves before we could have union externally. 99% of people don't know that. So people get hooked on all this this other stuff, twin flame sort of stuff. Part of the reason I started this channel was because I wanted because I wanted people to know and focus on internal union, and so that way they could have external union. That's why I don't do many love readings, and that's why I always mention internal work here. But I wrote external union just to clarify that if union shows up, that you've already done your inner work, so you can now have your external union. And then not only did we have external union, so we're taking routine and practical steps. This is about laying the foundations. You're afraid to start laying the foundations with an external counterpart for some of you. Others of you, like I said, it's going to be work, creativity related. But for those of you that it's going to be about external counterparts, you're afraid to lay those foundations. But you're guided to take practical steps here. Let's see, travel. We have to move away from something. Let's see. But we have true love wins, and like I said, you had the Justice card, which can indicate marriage. But you also, like I said, you had new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. So true love wins. The scales are being balanced despite the fears you've had. So that's what's shifting for you. So if it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that really does help. It helps to circulate the channel. Certainly helps to make me feel better. So I hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 2, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We'll start with your channel messages first. Let's see. Remember to take a screenshot of these, and that I will offer up my own personal interpretations, but if they have significant meaning to you, go with that. Hold on. We'll just, how about we just not do that? How about we just do this, like right there. This was the collective. If you missed that. Okay. Oh, this is orange because you're working on your sacral. Okay, and that's going to be your feminine energy, like fertility, creative energy, sexuality. So if you missed this, collectively everybody got trust and feast. So with all these changes, they're calling for you to have trust. And if you've been in a place of famine, whatever area, metaphorically, you are going to be coming into a feast. Page of Pentacles. So for you, so this is going to be talking about your foundations, your plans and goals, or it could be about education and learning, like the student, you know. It can also be talking about nature and earth sort of things. I got travel for you. Heart. You could be working on your heart chakra. Fraser. So, of course, that's a name. But the origin of that word, that is Scottish. Shout out to those who watch Outlander. I think Jamie spells his without an I. But the word comes from phrase. I don't know if that's the proper accent there, but the French word phrase, which is strawberry. So I'm probably going to look into the meaning of strawberry and put it on the screen. Then we have crest. This came out in the last pick a card, and it talks about the very peak of a wave. So you could be at like a tipping point or at your height, the heights of something. Let's see. But it could also, because house was underneath, it could also be representing a family crest. Like I said, house, but house could also be your body too. So we'll see. But like I said, if they have personal meaning. So your energy scan, collectively everybody got root. So that's going to be your foundation, your secure, how you feel secure in the world. Sacral, we talked about that. And then, like I said, you got heart in your channeled, and you had heart emphasized in your energy scan. So double heart there. Why didn't I just, since you got double heart, we'll make it like pinkish. Okay. Some notes I have down here. Surrender to trust. I had put that on. I created the pick a card thumbnail several days ago before channeling, before creating the video, and I had put surrender to trust. And then whenever I channeled today, I got trust for every pile. So when I went back and was looking at the thumbnail, I realized that I had wrote trust in it. So I wanted to note that trust is a huge theme here. Your card on that, I picked those randomly. I picked random major arcanas that were positive. And you had the Wheel of Fortune. So that's going to be Jupiter, fire energy. Sagittarius. Let's see, why did I write Pisces? Oh, because Jupiter, okay. So Neptune is the ruler of Pisces now, but it used to be Jupiter. And there's a lot of debate about that. But it's agreed upon that it's Sag right now, and Jupiter's about expansion. So anyway, the Wheel of Fortune can represent chance, luck, change, fate, destiny, things like that. So just keep those in mind. Let me take a mental note here. So foundations, travel heart. I wish I would have looked up the meaning for strawberry, because that probably would have helped. Travel house. Okay. What areas are going to be changing or shifting for group 2? You're getting an ascension and gossip in reverse. That's weird. You're being quiet, getting away from gossip. I don't know. I think that if you were dealing with gossip, you're not going to be anymore. If you're not talking to anybody or not being talked about and you're ascending, this seems more like a internal shamanic journey thing. It could be like a sort of shamanic journey, the hermit sort of energy, but it could just be that it's an internal transformation that you don't talk to anybody about, or that you haven't, you don't share with many people. Can you give me a specific area? A little more clarity. Group 2. Thanks. A Libra. So this is going to be about partnerships long term. So this energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So this could be relationships with family, work, or romantic relationships, trying to seek more harmony in that and more diplomacy. Some of you might not be involving less gossip. I mean, you might be partaking less in gossip or, judgment or something. Okay. So this is going to be about balance and harmony in partnerships and an ascension. Taking the high road, or paying more attention to how you treat people or what you say. Okay, 5 of Cups. So this is coming out of the energy of focusing on the negatives or losses. Queen of Cups in reverse, so then the 8 of Wands. So you could have been focusing on the negatives, and it made you really emotionally unstable for some. Some of you, it could have made you apathetic and closed off. And some of you, this is going to be a person in your life. But I really don't, because it did talk about relationships, but I do see an internal ascension here. But anyway, it's moving forward from that energy quickly. What else? Give me clarifiers. The 5 of Cups and Queen of Cups. I do think it's you because you're working on your heart. The Moon in reverse. This could be overcoming fears. So, secrets coming out. There's a Pisces. The Chariot in reverse. That's so weird. you haven't been able to move forward from this energy, but you're releasing the fears when it comes to it, and that's allowing this heavy shift, catapult forward here. Some oracles here. Elk. Stand tall and maintain. Okay, so for some of you, you have been gossiped about. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Some of you have not been treated with respect in relationships. But it's quickly moving forward. Let me get more. You're balancing something. Okay, humpback whale. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. So yeah, you're healing. Please clarify some of this here. If they're dealing with people, a little clarification, validation. Okay, oh, okay. Way too many. And animals. I did say animals would be a theme for everyone collectively. Into herbal medicine, eating, because the Page of Pentacles in the channel, that was about earth energy, nature, plants. We had strawberries. Anyway, this other, oh crap. This other one was feminine. Feminine. You're filling your cup back up. You're taking better care of your house or your body. There's a lot here with nature too. What is this Ace of Wands? Well, I'll just... You've been... Okay. So this could have been a breakup, or somebody not being able to choose between somebody, or somebody not being able to choose you. However, a lot of times this is going to represent seeing how your actions created the circumstances in your life, and not necessarily blaming the universe. And it's going to take inner strength here. So I did think we would get a lot of Wands energies, but also I said that I predicted that we would get a lot of Three of Pentacles, Page of Wands and Pence, and then these cards. So that would be I knew we would get those. This is also about calming the beast, self-mastery. But I see more so as the fire is showing up in you. Every cup is in reverse, but every fire is not. So you're starting, a lot of you could be starting to have more self-belief. And as far as how it's moving you forward, it's you recognizing the choices that you make, how that impacts things. The choices that you've made and the choices that you make. And when you realize that, it sort of, it helps you with this moving forward. You're getting some fire energy. There is something about dignity and pride here. Seeing something you didn't want to admit before or face before. So you're working on your sacral and your heart. This could be travel. For some of you, most of you, it's going to be metaphorical. Messages. Airmail. Airmail. Plane travel, astral travel, shooting your intentions into the universe. Maybe you're realizing how certain imbalances with relationships or within yourself have what has not came to manifest because of how you've been looking at things. Or how others have looked at you. Worrying about that. Worrying about, like in regard to romantic relationships, gossip in regard to that. You're getting a higher perspective over things. You're getting a push to move forward. But it starts from within. Getting control over your thoughts and emotions. Balancing the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine. There's a lot with duality here and balancing that. I do think your heart has been either shut off or you've been trying to guard the hell out of it, not leading with it. What is this about shame though and pride? Don't worry what other people think if that's the case. Let's pull some romance angels for those of you that are in relationships. New love. So is that what's setting your soul on fire up in here? A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Stay optimistic. Yeah, you're focusing on losses or the negatives. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Trust. Yeah, I was wondering why, what the sudden eight of wands was about. So maybe there's a new love for some of you that's set your soul on fire, so to speak, and you're worried about gossip, or you're having problems with your self-esteem, feeling insecure. It could be a connection to music with them, for them. Let's see, elk is the divine masculine energy, or stag. On the bottom of the deck, we had make the effort. So maybe that's what the Page of Pentacles was. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, let's get more of these. Let's get some of these. Okay. So what changes Major shifts for group 2. Oh, well, just go along with it. Let me get a drink real quick. Hold on just a second here. There you go. I feel like, wasn't there more? No? Okay. What? Oh, I thought that said you're a tracker. I'm like, what? What did I write that for? You're a teacher. Okay. Some of you, music teacher? I wonder. Then, oh, here we go. What did I tell you? I was trying to figure out what the heck this was that I was feeling. Let go of guilt or shame. I said there was something there about insecurity, shame and pride and things like that. Okay, then we have pregnancy. Okay, so that's where the sacral stuff can come in. That could be what some of this is for you. Or like the birth of a new creation. Let's see. Arguing harsh words. So the gossip in reverse, maintain your dignity. That's what this was about. Career change. Career change so that you can be a teacher, maybe. Career change, you're a teacher. Rose-colored glasses. Okay. So perhaps you've been viewing something with rose-colored glasses, and it's time to move forward. Maybe it's something that you've held on to for a long time, and you're trying to look at. You've been blinded with rose-colored glasses and ignoring because you're afraid of using your heart, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Last one we have betrayal. Oh. So you had rose-colored glasses on and you were betrayed or betrayed somebody. Or this is what happened to you in your past. For some of you, this is very new. For others of you, this could have been a past thing and it caused you to close off. What's this rose-colored glasses and betrayal? I know I said I would stop, but rose-colored glasses and betrayal. That's how we're reversed. That's internal transformation or avoiding change. Delaying the inevitable. You're afraid of change. Okay. That was judgment. Oh, shit. But it's happening anyway. They're taking some rose-colored, they're waking you up to something. Let go of the need to be right for some of you. Any more of this rose-colored glasses and betrayal. Five of Wands. There's that conflict. Who is this with? Is this internal or external? Who is this with? Is this internal or external? Ace of Cups, Queen of Coins. All right. this looks familiar. This was in pile 4 of the last reading. So were all these. Some of you may be having to make a decision between two people. And this could be somebody, Queen of Coins, somebody, this is usually a mother or a nurturer. The Queen of Coins is somebody who's independent. Reverse. Wait. Maybe you're making movements to a Queen of Cups after you leave a Queen of Pentacles. Some of you could be focusing more love on yourself and like nurturing yourself, working on your independence and your finances. Others of you, you're going to be leaving a marriage and going somewhere else. This could be self-worth for some of you. Some of you could have been like some sort of same-sex relationship. A lot of different scenarios here, guys. But whatever it is, I mean, the Tower reversed with Judgment. Lord, that's using your intellect and your heart. Divine intervention. Yeah, you're definitely going through a freaking shift. And but also this could be pregnancy. An internal transformation. Divine intervention. After conflict. Yeah, this could be a pregnancy. That's been a struggle for some of you. But it's an opportunity. Okay, so like I said we would get the Strength card. We did. This was from the collective. I said that Tower energies. Oh, Ace of Cups. We had that. Tower. Venus energy and Libra is ruled by Venus. You had Libra. Asset animals in the collective, and you have animals. Perspective shifts from the collective. Oh yeah, the Wheel of Fortune was the Jupiter and fire energy. You do have a lot of fire, but something dramatic could be happening to bring in the. See, because again, fire upright, but you're getting 5 of Wands. That's another one I said would come up. You're getting that Ace of Cups now. So there's some alchemy going on. I'm going to go ahead and stop. There's so many different possibilities with this one. If it resonated at all, I know I did it a little differently this time with the freestyle, but if it resonated at all, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I like to hear about what's going on, what resonated. Hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 3, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. So the color you have is indigo because you've been working mainly on, let's see, your throat, third eye, and crown. So I gave you an indigo color. We'll go ahead and start with your channel messages if you want to take a screenshot of those. Go ahead and do that. I will offer up my own interpretations, but of course, like I always say, if they have personal meaning to you, go with that. Okay, my vision's bad. So if you missed the collective, Trust and Feast have been going around for everyone. Every pile got Trust and Feast. So, trust. And if you've been in any sort of famine, metaphorically, in your life in any way, prepare for your feast. So, first thing I got for you was Geo, which means earth. So, geography, geology, geometry. Mainly it means earth. And then slave. So, have you been enslaved to anything? This could be maybe an addiction even. Then TMPS, which you would think is temps, but I took it, what came to mind immediately when I saw that was the HBO show from several years ago, True Blood, where the name of their town was Bon Temps, or Bon Temps, and that is going to be French. You could think of it as temperature, or temps, like temporary workers. But the French meaning for that word is time. I did not know that. I thought it would be something with temperature, like it meant, like bon temps, bon means good. I thought it meant good weather. But actually, temps means time. So who knew that, right? And then grass. So I just went ahead and looked for the symbolism there. So of course that's going to be growth, expansion, and roots. And then fake. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's fake, or you've been fake, not being your authentic self, you know. And if you're working on your throat chakra, that could help you, be more authentic. So collectively, everybody's working on their root. So that's your security, your foundations, how you feel secure in this world. But as far as your energy goes, the rest of it, like I said, throat, third eye, crown. You could be third eye and crown. Some spiritual gifts too. Also with gifts, I heard birds. I think you could be a messenger. Birds also symbolize freedom. Let's see. I created the thumbnail for this video several days ago, before I channeled, before I started filming. And in it, I had written surrender to trust. I had forgotten about that. And then trust came out for every pile. So I thought that was an interesting coincidence. That's why I wanted to emphasize trust so much. Your card in that thumbnail, if you look for pile 3, it's the sun. That's going to be fire energy, Leo energy, divine masculine energy. But it can represent enlightenment, marriage, happiness, and success, victory, things like that. Okay, I couldn't read my writing down here, as you can see why. So, that's your overall energy. Keep those in mind, because they may come up. I may not notice when they come up, but I try to catch it when they do and point it out. I just knocked the cards off the table. So maybe you've had some things fall apart or fall away lately. And I guess that would go along with shifts. So what area for pile 3 is going to be shifting? Both in the upright. Any external blockages you've had, and anything you were cheated out of or stolen from. Okay, what else? Okay, that's too many. Do I take it or do I not? I can't. In good conscience, take 3. When I do this off camera, I'm not bad at it, okay? Trust me, but please believe me. Shazam. Okay. Venus. Okay, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Birds could be a familiar or animals that show up for you. With Venus, that could be Taurus, that could be Libra. But that's one of the planets I said was showing up for everybody. This is divine feminine energy. So your passion, success, indulgence, valuables. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, you have Scorpio. I wasn't going to do bottom of the deck, but because this is one of those cards that came out initially for those 3 that fell out, I noticed one of them was Scorpio. I didn't see the rest. But I did happen to see Scorpio, and maybe that was just a double confirmation that I needed to take the bottom of the deck card here. So this energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So think of Phoenix rising from the ashes here. Your Venus could be in Scorpio. Let me see. What am I feel like I'm supposed to look at something. Temptation? I get intense passion. Okay. So what were you working on? Third eye and crown and root. Something to do with messages. Okay. If they're dealing with any people, what changes or shifts? Okay, so you had illusion and not real upside down, so it's not an illusion and it is real and Israel. Well, that was weird. Sorry, I sound like Israel. Okay, and innocent. So perhaps you've been seeing something, thinking it's passion, or like a temptation, but it's actually real and it's actually innocent. Maybe you've been judging something based on... that's for some of you. Friend of a friend or third party. This could be a friend of a friend that you're meeting. This could be some sort of third party temptation that you think is a fantasy. But we have that it's real and innocent here. That's interesting. The hell? You don't hear that every day. Yeah, you think it's fake. But it's not an illusion. Perhaps you're a slave to the 3D world. You're not seeing things, but you're transforming that. So you could be receiving a message or sending a message, receiving enlightenment, marriage for some of you, success and victory. Okay. So you're getting rid of blockages. Huge transformation, deals with passion or the divine feminine energy. So let's get some tarot. Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising. You're welcome. Okay, for the singing that I'm horrible at. Okay, I do a lot of accents when I sing. Group 3. Some of you could like Elvis. Whew. Okay, Group 3. Changes. I told y'all that strength would come out. I'll prove it here in a minute if you didn't watch the collective. I think it's came out every pile. Your girl knows what she's doing. There's a divine masculine. Okay, this could be... Shoot. I could function. Another reference to divine feminine and masculine energy. So you could be one of those people that embody both, or this could be about a counterpart. I mean, we all embody both, but some people, I feel like there's more of a duality. I don't understand. That's way too many. There's more to it, I think. How are you being called to step up and lead? You're holding back. So you're a slave to the earth, like I said. You got tradition right here, authority figures, tradition, holding on to things, and this is Pentacles, holding on to possessions, materialism, beliefs with the Emperor card here. Clarify. This is causing a block for you, for most of you. Pride. Anytime I get these two together, I always say pride. And they do come out together a lot. There's pride about something traditional that you're holding on to, or you're just being bossy, not letting go of your pride. Some of you aren't getting paid a lot. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Oh. Some of you aren't getting paid enough. Some of you are being greedy. Some of you could be leaving behind a home, not focusing on material, earthly values of things, leaving behind something that was once a foundation or a solid figure for you. So you could feel like you failed as an authority figure, provider. There's different scenarios going on here. But for it to be about Venus and Scorpio, I do get a lot of pride. Yeah. You're afraid of losing your foundations. Some of you don't pay attention to the earthly realm. Oh, okay. Okay, new job for some of you. Self-mastery for others. Yeah, some of you may be moving jobs, or there's going to be a transformation in your job. You could be looking at new ways to master it. So the Death card is Scorpio. That's the Phoenix energy, death and rebirth energy. Fire and earth together creates an inferno. Funny that your clarifying cards are Venus and Scorpio, which are going to be water, but I see none of that in the cards. I mean, in the tarot, or in your channeled, because your channeled had earth. And the sun was your overall card. Yeah, you're really in your divine masculine energy and not really. Where are your cups? You're a slave to the 3D. That's for some of you. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. More Earth. Oracles. Yeah, three's too many. You still have that one here. I wanted to do it freestyle this time. If you missed the intro, I thought it would help me get this done sooner because I do tend to overthink if I do it the other way before I address these. Okay, we mentioned the Venus that I said would come out. Perspective shifts. Tower energies. Did I show you guys this yet? That I said we would get the Strength card. How is this shifting? What's the shift? Because right now I just see Venus and Scorpio, which is water, but none of that showing up in the tarot. Like I said, where's the shift? I don't see it shifting in the tarot. All right, let's see. Boar. Reminds me of Freya. Maybe that's because you're not facing your stuff. Because it says Boar. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. So if you face it, this is so freaking synchronistic. If you face it head on with courage, you will emerge victorious. See, this is the victory card, and it was upside down. It won't be upside down if you continue to have courage. So you think you're not going to have victory, but you are. And then Tortoise. Yeah, do you compartmentalize, maybe? You're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. I think you're grounded enough, dude. But if you're compartmentalizing, maybe integration? Let me see. Hold on. Group 3, what's shifting? Is your heart like fragmented away? Like split from your... Let's see. Group 3. Work through your fears. There's something about fears here. Work through your fears. Blah, blah, blah. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. That's Scorpio 3 times. So there's definitely a death and rebirth. Definitely. The energy is gaining momentum. There's some birds there. And then the scales. Right here, new moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay. Hope that gave you guys clarity, because I'm still confused a little bit over here. Maybe you're balancing your divine feminine and masculine, or you're coming together with, if you're the masculine, It doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you're the Emperor, coming into balance with your Empress. All right, if this is about relationships, group 3. It didn't come out, but that was trust. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Our keyword was trust. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. But I usually don't take them unless they fly out, just so I don't doubt myself. And there it went again. That one flipped over. Religious factors. So maybe religion is one of the traditions that's affecting this. You're holding on to that. Maybe for some of you it's going to be different. Group 3, if they're dealing with a relationship. It doesn't want to come out. Well, I say that, and then there it does. It took it a minute, but all right. So like I said, trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So religious factors. Don't look at it in the religious sort of traditional terms. Spirituality is different. Faith is different. So look at it more so in that way. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah, you're too much in the Emperor, maybe. Need to let go a little bit there. Have some playfulness. The bottom of the deck. Worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. So that's interesting. Because we have divine timing, but we also said that temps. Anyway, that means time in Francais. Lastly, clarification for group 4. I mean 3. Group 3. Let me get a drink here. Okay. Divine intervention, divine timing, and divine intervention. Visionary leader. Drop your guard. You're holding on to it too tightly. New life. So you're going to have a completely new life. Oh, let me, so you know I ain't cheating or anything. There we go. Okay. Animal spirits. So I did say that would be a theme. In the collective. Pay attention to birds. I think that could be messages for you, because your root, you have new life here, but your root chakra, so your foundations, that's going to be affected for everybody. So that could be, I mean, Ten of Pentacles, like I said, anything your security foundation, it's sort of it's a switch on that, switching that up. Perhaps a change of perspective, change of home even. Change of where you work, or if you're insecure, let's see. But throat, third eye, crown, that's all the upper chakras. So it's like maybe you're connecting your upper chakras with your lower chakras, and that's why it said get grounded. But I think it's more so of integration, because I don't know about your heart, sacral, and solar plexus, what the issue was there. And that's why probably we have Venus, which is going to be the sacral and heart. Like I said, we haven't had any of that. And your solar plexus, that's your personal power, which I do think you have some of that, but maybe it's distorted in some way, like based on programming. So I do think you receive messages. I just don't know that you've been much in your heart. Okay. What did I... Guys. Okay, hear me out. So, what I've been harping on a lot is these belief systems, right? How it's like illusion and not real, and then innocent, okay, you know how I've been talking about that, right? Outdated beliefs. Boom. Okay, let's see. And this could be even beliefs about yourself. Family traditions, things like that. So arguing harsh words. Too attached. Yeah, you're holding on to these beliefs way too much, or the 3D aspects in some way, whether that be money, tradition, beliefs, pride. And then, let's see. Blockages cleared. What did I say when this came out? External blockages would be gone. That's what's changing. And then you have blockages cleared. Shazam. So I'm sorry I'm saying Shazam. I drank some wine. I never say Shazam. I don't know what's happening. Anyway. Wow. Interesting. So I hope you didn't mind the freestyle style today. I hope it resonated. If so, please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, anything like that. It does help my channel circulate more. I like interacting. I like hearing feedback. I like knowing that people are listening and resonating with everything, you know. I hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 4, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We'll start with your channel messages. Your color is white because you're working on your crown, among other things. And we still have the collective message of trust up here. So, remember the channel, or if you skipped the intro, the collective message that everyone got was trust and feast. So if you've been in any sort of famine, metaphorically, you're about to have a feast. I did the thumbnail. I created the thumbnail for the video several days ago before I channeled. And I looked at it again today after channeling and noticed that it said surrender to trust. And I thought it was a coincidence that trust came up for everyone. But the card that you received for the thumbnail, which they were just picked randomly, the major arcana, was the Magician. So that's the Mercury energy, that's air. And it's about, basically you have all the tools that you need necessary to create or manifest whatever you want. And Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Okay. First thing I heard, well, I was channeling visually, but with you, I actually received a clairaudient message. I'm drinking wine. So, I wasn't drinking wine whenever I channeled. Okay. I heard gifted. Like, I started to tune into your energy, looking with my eyes closed, looking for any words or symbols to pop up, but instead I hear gifted. So you're gifted, my friends. I don't know if these two are related, treasure and care. So perhaps you're really treasuring or caring for something, or it's just God letting you know that you are a treasure. You are treasured and cared for. It could be a reminder for some of you to have more care with something. You treated it more as a treasure. I saw Venus. So that's the feminine energy. I did not know this. I get rose a lot. Almost every, well, not, maybe 70% of the readings that I've done, I've gotten rose for one of the piles. So I didn't know that actually rose is a symbolism for Venus. I wish I would have. Aphrodite would be the equivalent to Venus. And then I didn't know if it was fast or past. I think it could have been both. I think it morphed into both. So maybe you're moving fastly away from the past. Chosen. So perhaps there's something you've been chosen to do. All right. Or you've been chosen, you know. Okay. Anyway. So I got that numbers and music could be significant for you. That could be how God or your angels or your gods or your ancestors, whatever you resonate with, that could be how you receive messages. The song I got was Ariana Grande, Problem. I don't listen to Ariana Grande. I don't necessarily like Ariana Grande. I know I shouldn't say things like that or think things like that. That's my own personal ego that probably needs to be in check. I just don't like how she did certain people, like, you know, Naya Rivera, for example. That's neither here nor there, because you got the message nonetheless. So, I'm going to read you the lyrics, just some of them. I won't sing, thank God. I got that one of the other piles was also associated with numbers and music, so if you resonated or if you were drawn to more than one pile, maybe that was, you know, you'll end up with that one. But anyway, lyrics. Hey baby, even though I hate ya, I want to love ya, I want you. And even though I can't forgive ya, I really want ya, I want you. Head in the clouds, got no weight on my shoulders. I should be wiser and realize that I've got one less problem without ya. Like sort of whisper it like that. One less problem without you. I know you're never going to wake up. I gotta give up, but it's you. So maybe you're waiting on somebody to wake up or vice versa. I know I shouldn't ever call back or let you come back, but it's you. Those are the lyrics that stuck out to me, and I didn't mention the Iggy Azalea portion, that's rap. Moving along. Like I said, everybody's working on their root. Your energy, I remember now. If you want to take a screenshot of these, first of all, do that. And I should have said this in the beginning. I offer up my own interpretations, but if they have personal meaning to you, go with that. But you little sneaky little devils here. I swear I'm not drunk. Your energy shifted a lot. You were trying to trick me. I would go through your energy and one would push out. I would feel a lot of energy in one area. And then when I would go back over, that energy wouldn't be pushing out and another one would be. So you're shifting a lot. You're doing a lot of internal shifts right now, a lot of internal work. Or maybe you've been likened to a shapeshifter or a chameleon, empath or mirror. Your heart at one point seemed to have some energy, but then it went away, so did your root. The ones that were most consistent, that would be your crown, which is why you have the white, and your solar plexus. So that's your personal power with your solar plexus. Your crown is your I am presence, your connection to the divine. So we'll just keep those in mind. Where should we start? Here. Okay, so what areas are changing or shifting for group 4? A lot based on your energy scan. Some of you are separated from someone you deem a counterpart. Or you're separating to move toward a counterpart. All right, because we have separation. Balancing the scales in reverse, moving and travel. So things aren't balanced or moving, so there needs to be a separation. I guess with the song it said, you're never going to wake up. So maybe you're dealing with somebody that won't wake up, or vice versa. What else? 4. That's because we have unawakened. What did I... Oh my God. Did you just not hear what I said? Okay. A little too excited here. I just said that based on the lyrics, it said, you're never going to wake up. That was what the lyric. I just said that. I just referenced that. And on the bottom of the deck, we have unawakened and robot. So perhaps you're dealing with somebody who is not awakened and it's driving you crazy. Angelic protection in reverse for some reason. Different nationality or race. Definitely could resonate with another pile. And then from childhood. So this could be somebody from your childhood, or this could deal with something based on childhood wounds. Angelic protection in reverse. I don't understand that. What's the angelic protection in reverse? Clarifying the energy cards. Healthy diet in reverse. Perhaps addictions or unhealthy habits are preventing you from receiving angelic guidance? The heck? That's weird. There was a family affair, so it could be something with a family. Childhood. Interesting. What did the channel say? Something you're not treasuring, taking care of. Yeah, we did say past. Perhaps it's something fated that your angels can't necessarily protect you from. Or perhaps you're dealing with somebody who is very much in their ego, i.e. not using any sort of messages that you're receiving. Let's see. Alright, what area of life? For group 4. Maybe some of you need to ask for angelic protection and you're not for some reason. Could be ancestral karma. Saturn. I say karma, and then we have Saturn. Okay, the part of your life that accepts challenge and to gain wisdom. Karma. Vesta, the goddess within, your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. Some of you could be mediums. It's a childhood gift passed down through the generations, and you need to be more careful with it. And that's for some of you. We did have gifted, past, chosen, childhood, Vesta. Could be a trait passed down from ancestors that are sort of a different race that you don't identify as, like I am American in my ancestry, but I am white. Yeah, this is a karma. Some sort of karma or ancestral karma here. Some of you could be trying to get over some betrayals or heartache. Others of you are going to be trying to not address it at all or avoid it. That's too many. You're not healing. You could be starting to lay new foundations, learning something new, get some sort of message about an opportunity or a new beginning in regards to, let's see, it could be money, jobs, education. Lord. A lot of internal wounds here. Imbalances. Needing to make a choice. Not being able to balance and juggle things well. This was sort of not really in reverse or upright. So maybe there's something that you've been holding on to that you need to let go of, or being really self-protective or guarded. This could have to do with material things, materialism. I haven't pulled this many cards for anybody. Clarify the Three of Swords in reverse. Could have lost a job, lost some sort of foundation or home, which wouldn't surprise me because of the root chakra. You could have a poverty consciousness, needing to heal that, an ancestral sort of thing where there's always betrayal or disappointment in regard to money or foundations. Some sort of inheritance that didn't go to you that should have. Perhaps you haven't been getting any healing in regard to that, or this could be about recognition. You could not be getting the recognition you deserve. For others of you, you don't see the lot. Maybe you feel like you're starting from square one, or always end up at square one, and you don't see how you're going to get fulfillment, or maybe even a family. Abundance in all ways. Maybe you don't see how that's possible, or you're struggling with that. There's an imbalance in your life, you feel. And you're also probably struggling to find balance, needing to let go of things, but maybe at the same time other things desperately trying to hold on to. Clarify the Star in reverse. That was the Three of Cups. So maybe this has to do with co-workers or soul family, friends. But it's also a celebration energy. Maybe you don't feel like you'll ever have that. I'm not surprised. Six of Cups. This is childhood and soul family. And the past memories. Same sort of theme here. Page of Pence. The Magician and Eight of Pence. You can create whatever you want, is what it's trying to say. Because, like, dude, you got the Magician card as the thumbnail, right? And I said that we would be getting either the Page of Wands or Pentacles. I don't know why I'm calling it Pence, but I said we would get that card. And the Three of Cups, which flipped over but didn't really. That we've been getting the Two of Swords and Two of Pentacles. I've yet to see the Hierophant or the Seven of Wands. I thought that would come out, but it hasn't. This could be a new job. This could be mastering, like learning to master something. But it's you knowing that you have all the tools necessary that you need to create everything. And you need to keep a positive mindset too, because it doesn't look like you have one. Ten of Cups in reverse. A lot of similar messages here. So we have the Empress in reverse. Yeah, you don't feel fertile metaphorically. You don't feel like you can create this. Some of you, this could have to do with counterparts. So, said Venus here, which is, all right, Two of Pentacles. You're scared. This is sort of a mental prison. If she would just take the blindfolds off, she can see that she can move forward. Two of Pentacles. Focusing on the negative, not letting go of past. Maybe you felt abandoned in the past. Maybe there were some losses, some grief here. You need to let go of that. Having that negative mindset. Advice cards. I didn't pull this many cards for any of them. That's too many. There's like 4 or 5. Okay. I can shuffle better when the camera's off, funnily enough. Okay, so this Hawaii now you've got over here. Oh, your ancestral. What? I told you this was ancestral. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. I'm kind of tipsy, so just ignore me. Polar bear. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. With no attachment to outcome. Don't worry about the outcome. You need to speak your truth. Stand in your power. Humpback whale. Music is essential to your... I know it is. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. Okay. Some of you might need benefit from binaural beats, different frequencies and such. If this is about, wait, me. I'm gonna do one of these and then some romance cards in case this is about relationships. Okay. Expect a powerful change, new moon eclipse. That's what we're going through right now, guys. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So this heavy karma, probably ancestral for most of you. Oops. It's being cleared. So after these romance angels, I'm going to do some clarifying messages and then we'll be good to go. But pile 4 if it's about a romance. Sorry. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Why is there a separation? All right. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Bottom of the deck, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe that separation is about you two disconnecting together. Let me do one more. Oh, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, but we had your feelings are real and worth exploring. So what is this? Somebody could be hiding their feelings, or one of you could be in a relationship with someone that you don't have feelings for because you have feelings for somebody else. Or maybe they're just not awake like we said. All right, that's weird. End of a tough cycle. Maybe there's been a cycle of separation. Expect powerful change. Why the inconsistency? Somebody might not be connecting to their emotions. That's what I got on the split of this deck. Shapeshifter. Sorry. I said you guys could be a shapeshifter, and that's the next one when I opened it up after I asked the question. So transform and unveil your gifts. Well, we did say gifted, and I did say that you were shifting, that you could be called a shapeshifter. Maybe you have to go it alone until they wake up, or just focus on you, detach from the outcome. Let me see if we can get some less clarification here. Energies can always be switched if we're dealing with more than one person. Okay, so last clarifications, upcoming changes for group 4. Oh, past life, remember it. So not only could this be ancestral, but it could be a past life relationship. Somebody could be apologizing to you. It says, I'm sorry / confession, and didn't stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately. So yeah, somebody could be expressing an apology or a confession, or you could be I'm not kidding, guys. Literally, you could be having somebody from the past that was not really seeing the light or awake. They could be coming back to apologize, or vice versa, because not only did we have past life remembrance, but we have blast from the past. Watch for signs. So I wasn't going to mention it, but on the bottom of the deck, you have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And I was going to mention signs. But I chose not to pull any more cards, but I should have because watch for signs. Okay. Cutting negative cords. So this is going to be karma. Separating from karma. True love wins. Keep that in mind. External union. So yeah, this is heavily related to a different pile. This is connected to pile 1, I think, for 50-50 of you. 50-50. There's too many correlations there. I didn't miss anything, did I? Oh, anyway, I didn't even finish saying it. So external union, the reason I did it this way, because I mentioned, okay, so I think we all have divine feminine and masculine energies. And that's kind of why I started the channel, was because a lot of people at the time were talking about twin flames, one being the divine feminine, one being the divine masculine. And I would tell people, no, it's internal. And they would like discount me. One person that was pretty, well known, she did actually do a shout out and say, hey, I think she's onto something here. But like others didn't. There's one in particular that didn't. But now everybody teaches that it's internal. That kind of pushed me to make the channel because I doubted myself because I had just awakened. I was a newbie and I let the opinions of others make me feel like I was wrong. Whenever everybody started talking about internal union, I'm like, why do I not have a channel? Why is nobody listening to me? I could help people. And especially like the one in particular that dismissed what I said, she slowly started integrating it into her collective readings. And she would talk about how in the collective, some of you might have people that are stealing your ideas or copying you. And I'm like, that's ironic. But she was doing that. And that's sort of what pushed me to make the channel. But she still has thousands of followers and I do not. So hopefully, if she's preaching the right message now, that's good. However, if she's not adept at seeing it for herself initially, she could lead people astray. So it's a good thing that she sees the truth now, maybe a bad thing as far as leadership goes, as far as, are you able to be unbiased? Are you able to put your pride aside when you hear the truth? So I have a lot of karma with that. And I think some of it's past life about people stealing ideas or not being heard, doubting myself. I don't know why I felt the need to explain all this to you because I've never said that on here before at all. So that's why I specified external union. That's why I don't do love readings. I've only done 2 or 3. No, 2. I try to focus on internal union. But whenever I made these, I wanted to add external, to be specific. That way when it comes out, we would know, hey, is this scenario talking about your internal union, or is this actually talking about somebody's soulmate? So this is actually talking about somebody's soulmate here. I hope you understood all that. Hope I didn't bore you there. Anyway, so that is what I have for you. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. It does help promote the channel. And I like hearing back from people. I like knowing when things resonate. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something right, Oh, and I'm sorry if you didn't like the freestyle version. I just wanted to try it out this way because I tend to overthink when I do it the other way. So I hope to see you next time. Take care and God bless.